Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Daily Snap, the show where we pick the news. I'm your host Varian, and it is currently Wednesday, June 20th at 8:15 a.m. So as usual, let's get the show on the road. We're going to start by looking at the most shared articles on Facebook, and hopefully not see too many articles about Trump or too many articles about stuff we've already talked about. First article, FBI official Peter Strzok escorted from FBI building, lawyer confirms. Okay. Not sure what that's about. There's no summary. Members of Jeff Sessions' church just charged him with violating church rules. Okay. That's a Jeff Sessions thing. Or Attorney General. What is Juneteenth Day and the end of slavery in the United States? Day marks the end of slavery in the United States. Oh, that's interesting. But that isn't news. That's a historic day. I'm assuming, unless it's been created recently. Texas Republican Party endorses marijuana. Okay, we've seen this. Alonzo wins Le Mans. Yeah, we saw that. Ted Cruz introduces legislation to keep immigrant. Yeah, we saw that. Hundreds of members of Sessions Church write formal complaint over separation. Okay, we saw that. U.S. withdraws from UN Human Rights Council. Whoa. This, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley. I mean, this is about the United States as a whole and not just Donald Trump. So it is big news. Definitely deserves to be there. Let's look at hecklers yells, Mr. President, a few. Okay, that's nothing new. Opinion, when did caging kids become the art of the deal? This is about the kids being separated from the parents. Space Force, saw that yesterday. Democrats visits immigrants detention center. Trump orders establishment. Okay. More Trump articles. Over 550 guns seized from homes if convicted felon. Whoa. Showed up at a home with a warrant and found 432 guns at his house. And that was just the beginning of his arsenal. That is a lot of guns. That's not a small amount of guns. Russia 3-1. Yeah. Football. More football. Fans left Bermuda as X-Men. Okay, football. Man with gun face tattoo arrested for unlawful possession of firearm. Was arrested after he allegedly tossed a loaded gun away from a car accident. Away from a car accident. He was involved with the Greenville Police Department. He very brave of possessing a gun. Has alleged crime written all over his forehead after he was involved in a car accident. Finds allegedly tossed a loaded .38 caliber revolver. Seems like seems like a small crime, unless it was a lead up to something else. But just seems like a small crime. So this is two ABC News articles. I'm pretty sure the human rights one is going to make it first. Under fire over a series of anti-Trump text messages, was escorted from the FBI building. His lawyers confirmed, argued that even though his client has played by the rules, targeted her. So he was fired for being anti-Trump. It's more Trump news, honestly. I wish people would talk about something else. Let's look at the Reddit articles. More Trump. More kids at the border. More Trump. This made it yesterday. This didn't seem interesting. Trump. Kids at the border. Oh no, elementary school named after Confederate general. Renames itself after Obama. Well, that's nice. Doesn't seem newsworthy. Alabama easy to win trade war wipes out 2018 Dow gains. Well, it might, yeah, for sure. The trade war is a big thing. Greatest Showman is the U.S. Showman. Okay, no, we saw that. Stephen Merchant to play Gestapo agent. Okay. Entertainment News. Hundreds of members of sausage shirts write formal complaint over separation of parents. Okay. Texas Republican. We can't have two ABC News articles here. Ever? Okay. More kids at the border. Could use best for. Okay. Yeah, we saw this. Pop flying to California seeking Kawi. Senior writer for ESPN. Okay, so it seems like sports news. Economy husband Trump Foundation allegation should be referred. Okay. Okay, more kids at the border. More kids at the border. Alright, let's look at sentiments. This is a terrible news day. It's looking like there's very little to go on. Dark Creators overall deal with Netflix. Henderson's German duo created a new project giant. Okay. Overall deal with the streaming giant out of the pack. We'll create new projects. German language Netflix. Okay, cool. Henderson hailed as Reds Capitals helps England. Okay. New Star Trek deal could bring Patrick Stewart to the franchise. What? And the greater Star Trek TV empire may finally be getting some stability. Oh, you know what? This is very tempting. If it hadn't been for all the times I but said I couldn't put entertainment news, I feel like most people like Star Trek. I'm probably extremely biased. Just for the memes. I think people would enjoy seeing Patrick Stewart back in Star Trek. But I'm going to skip it for now. Google launches a podcast app for Android with personalized recommendations. That's very nice. Kevin Spacey film Billionaire Boys Club to hit theaters in August. More entertainment. Low. New kinds. Crunch time. Okay. National premiere voting. Suppressor just got the demeaning punishment he deserves. Premier vote suppressor just got the demeaning. The federal judge out by Kansas was named Julie Robinson, and she's the new genuine American hero. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Ugh. Granddad leaves behind. Okay, we saw this. String channels. Constantine celebrate 30th. Okay, good movies work better. Yeah. Atlanta from. Okay. Stuttgart. Rotio's whole speech. Think. Managing Formula One. Okay, AMD to Intel, thanks for the last 40 years. We'll take it from here. Okay, interesting. Chris Corbeck. A federal judge says genuine American hero. She lawsuit brought ACLU against Chris Corbeck, the Kansas Secretary of State and the nation's most prominent vote suppressor. At issue was Corbeck's Pride and Joy, a law that required any Kansas to provide a proof of citizenship before they are allowed to vote. This law combines two of the larger bets. Okay. The law is nakedly unconstitutional and clearly designed to keep from voting those who Corbeck finds inconvenient. Luckily for those people, however, Corbeck decided to argue his own case, and in doing so, he revealed himself to know less about the law than anyone who simply watches reruns of okay. This is very biased, but it's funny at the same time. So maybe. This is taking a while to load. Okay. AMD to Intel. Thanks for the last 40 years. We'll take it from here. In what can only be described as a savage and savvy marketing stunt, AMD is stealing from some thunder from Intel's 40th anniversary celebration with its 86 processor. Intel recently announced giving away 8,086 of its limited edition 6-core i7 CPUs. AMD is striking back by giving 40 performance-hungry enthusiasts a chance to trade that prize for a better price, a 16-core Ryzen Threadripper. Boom. Stupidly big. This article's headline doesn't explicitly call that out. It's because the exchange stunt itself isn't nearly as entertaining as the text accompanies it, in AMD's own words. Mine. Our competitor recently kicked off a sweepstake. Okay, we appreciate the advancements they've helped drive with the 86 architecture over the last 4 decades, but we're ready to take it over from here. That's why we're giving 40 Performance in the US an opportunity to celebrate the next 40 years of high-performance computing by trading in their commemorative processor prize for our CPU that enables you to work, play, and create with heavy metal. Whoa. Okay, this is funny. Definitely gonna make it in. This, not sure. I mean, sure, this might go in because it's a slow new day. Only one of these will go in. Let's say UN from Human Rights. That one seems less interesting. This is The Onion. Premier League. Restaurant sign declaring guns guns are welcome, sparks heated debate. Okay. Doesn't seem that interesting. Let's see what negative emotion. Okay. Children's advocate has nothing to do about families and immersion. Okay, more children at the border. Okay. Trump post employee to strike hours after paper. Well, this is interesting because it's sort of talking about the news. Judd Apatow and more stars vowed to never work with Fox again over coverage of migrant children. I mean, this isn't the first time. I'm pretty sure I've heard stuff like this before. American Academy of Pediatrics president. Policy okay. Trump. Admin. Opposes separating children from the parents. Scaramucci. Trump has okay. More Trump. That's a lot of challenge over salary comments. Okay, not a lot of money over the increase in salary. Okay. Very Australian. That's not a lot of okay. I alone can fix it to change the laws. Nearly 2 years ago, Donald Trump. Okay. More Trump. De Blasio announces NYPD will no longer arrest people from smoking weed in public. Okay, that's interesting. A lot of people go to New York. City mayor on Tuesday announced that at the beginning of this year, the city will stop arresting people for smoking marijuana in public. It's interesting. Canada's vote in the Senate passed on Tuesday, where we're the second country in the world to fully legalize marijuana after Uruguay. New York, beginning later this year. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's not about Trump in any way. And we have one. This is. I mean, it's good, but it's just so biased. It's so biased. It's so incredibly biased. I can't put it in. If it was less biased in its wording, not in the theme, but in the wording, for sure would make it in. Former border agent to current agents refuse orders to separate children. Okay. Pulls down text megachurch Christian nation signs because they're anger provoking. A Texas megachurch pastor as well as over billboards his church erected declaring America as a Christian nation. In fact, after a bit of outrage, including contracting with the church, Outfront Media decided to pull the signs down describing it. Wow, this is interesting. Opinion right-wingers kill clean votes dreamers. 2 worse bills instead. Thousands of DACA recipients. About to stay in the U.S. Okay, sorry. Billboard company pulls down Texas mega this morning, faith-based promote city love. What is Jeffers' response? See, this is, even though it sort of takes, it's a fun thing that they're writing about, they're not, the wording is neutral enough where this can be shared. So this is going to make it. This will make it. Not really news. Sorry, Judd. This is going to make it. It's funny. This will make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will make it. Okay. 1, 2. So the news on this Wednesday is U.S. withdraws from UN Human Rights Council, but you've probably already heard that. Google launches a podcast app for Android with personalized news recommendations. AMD to Intel, thanks for the last 40 years. We'll take it from here. De Blasio announces NYPD will no longer arrest people for smoking weed in public. And the last one, Billboard company pulls down Texas megachurch's Christian Nation signs because they're anger-provoking. What an interesting article. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out a lot. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.